That was a no-brainer. When I first started the company, I was personally delivering cars to a lot of clients. And I saw their reaction when I pull up to someone's house. They come outside smiling from ear to ear, freaking out. Oh my God, it's my first time driving a Lamborghini. This is fucking amazing. It's my birthday, I'm having a great time. So I saw that, I'm like, this is amazing. I get positive energy from every client. I feel very accomplished. I feel like I made their dreams come true. Yes. So we have roughly about 80 to 85 cars in our fleet, and it's pretty much America's largest exotic car rental company. The inventory that we have are only high-end exotic cars, so it's very unique, very niche. And we're working on opening more locations across America to satisfy the demand.
It's just like, I feel like life is too short to just stay in your comfort zone and always with the same thing and being attached to things. You go rent a car, it's a transaction, you get a car, you go drive it, etc. Now, I've seen something in MPH Club that it removes that feeling and it makes it more as you are getting an experience. How did you craft the experience for your customers?
That was a no-brainer. When I first started the company, I was personally delivering cars to a lot of clients. And I saw their reaction when I pull up to someone's house. They come outside smiling from ear to ear, freaking out. Oh my God, it's my first time driving a Lamborghini. This is fucking amazing. It's my birthday, I'm having a great time. So I saw that, I'm like, this is amazing. I get positive energy from every client. I feel very accomplished. I feel like I made their dreams come true. And that right there, I realized, look, it's not that hard. We have to make sure that the cars are delivered to clients, good cars, new cars, no headaches, make sure that we good customer service for each client. And then they will rent more than once. Some people come back once, twice a year, and it's addicting, like I told you earlier. You try the Lamborghini this time, maybe next time you try the Ferrari. So you switch it up. I have a lot of people who do this for special occasions. Their wedding or their kid's birthday. Everybody has different excuses for what they rent for. And a lot of people just rent it because they're in town and they want to drive around with a fun car. So the experience came along naturally from the clientele, from the feedback from clients. So we got that all naturally from everybody.
Of course. And that, now that you mentioned that, I just remember what you mentioned a couple of minutes ago about when you were a kid.
Yeah.
And you saw the car. Like when you rent a car and you see your customer's reaction, doesn't bring back that memory of when you looked the first time at the Lamborghini and you were like, holy fuck, this is what I want to be surrounded.
Bro, every day I think about it, man. I think about that aha moment. I'm like, this is it. It's a weird tingling feeling in my stomach, and it's just like, to see these cars, I'm very passionate about them. I love everything about them. I love what they sound, they drive, the performance, what they do to a person. And they're not a simple thing to get, So even renting it's a process to rent a car. But to buy one is even a harder process. So we try to make it easier for everybody, so it's more tangible for everybody to just, let me just rent it instead of buying, because it's a lot more affordable, and I get the experience with it. When we deliver cars to clients, we get the positive feedback, and we've learned that that's the experience that clients want. So we just make sure that we do everything else correctly, because the cars sell themselves. I don't have to shove a car down someone's throat. It's a privilege to rent a car.
You're gonna look good in the damn thing.
Yeah.
Like
you're gonna enjoy it for sure.
Pick any of the cars right now in here in the room. Not even from your entire collection. Any of the cars, even people cannot see it, but there's a Formula One car right in front of me. So it's mind blowing. It's mind blowing. And now getting a little bit more personal, and I see this new facility that you mentioned you got 2 years ago.
Yeah.
It has a lot of I could see a lot of the personal touches. I'm not sure if they are only yours or the people and the team that surround you have a take on it, but I see a lot of art around, and different kind of art. You have the transformers, sculptures. You have the sick pieces, the two tables with the Ferrari engine and the helicopter one. And you have a couple of arts like the globe here in the wall. When did you realize, look, exotic and luxury cars match with the art industry as well?
Yeah. So a long time ago, a couple of years ago, I made a lot of friends in the Art Basel industry. Miami and Art Basel is a big thing. You know, when you want to come look at art, I recommend Art Basel month when you come here. It's usually Art Basel week, but it turns into a month. It's a big parties every single day, big events happening, and we get very busy around that time. So I met a lot of really cool artists over the year. And I've acquired a bunch of their art because I'm a fan. I like what they do, what they make. And I didn't have a really cool place to display them until we bought the building. For the past couple of years, I've been just collecting them and kind of keeping them in my storage unit. Didn't know what to put them because I didn't have the room. But I've been working on this building for a while, for years. And when I finally moved in here, I was able to finally start displaying them. I probably own maybe more than 50% of the pieces of art you see here. And the other 50% I have on a consignment from artists I made relationships with. They keep them here on consignment for sale. So we kind of turn it into a gallery. You know, we rent exotic cars and we have this beautiful facility with a bunch of really cool art to pick from. We try to stay in the automotive industry. So a lot of the art is automotive related. Okay. Like you mentioned, the Transformers. Those are made from recycled car parts. So this artist I met, very cool guy, he went to the junkyard, found a bunch of parts from cars, and the junkyard, you know, they want to throw these parts away. They have nothing to do with them.
Of course.
So he's recycling them. He's taking these parts and making these really cool Transformer statues and selling them because they're really cool. And each one of them weighs a lot. They're very heavy. They weigh like 800 pounds each. They're very big, they're very heavy, but they look like the real Transformers from the movie. And they're all automotive related. So I love how everything's tied together, right? Everything we have is automotive related somehow. And they're really cool pieces of art that we've been acquiring and collecting. And yeah, my team helps me out with decorating the place here all the time because we constantly move the art everywhere. But it's becoming like a gallery.
And it gives a unique, it makes the place come into life. Yeah. Not only because obviously you have this beautiful connection here, but because it adds an identity to the place.
Yeah, I see a lot of clients coming here, they look at the cars and they walk around for 30 minutes looking at the art. They're just like, wow, this is cool, look at that, look at this. And they look around. And the goal is to sell the art, you know, at the end of the day, but it makes it a really cool experience coming here.
Absolutely, and I agree. And I like the fact that everything is related to the MPH Club vision, which is, you know, the experience for the customers within the exotic and luxury cars, and the art here reflects that.
Correct.
Now, understanding that, you know, you have scaled your business to this amazing point of your in time. I think you mentioned this off camera. You became the largest exotic car rental service.
Yes. So we have roughly about 80 to 85 cars in our fleet, and it's pretty much America's largest exotic car rental company. The inventory that we have are only high-end exotic cars, so it's very unique, very niche. And we're working on opening more locations across America to satisfy the demand.
And that's amazing. And not only that, and I, you know, we talk a lot. So I mentioned something that it really triggered me on the positive side as a businessman, your business model and the kind of experience you offer to your customers with this membership-based model, that it basically grants access to your members to this amazing collection of cars ranging from Lamborghinis, Ferraris, Rolls-Royce, you name it. I think it's something very innovative in your industry. I believe it makes it more real. It makes it more like you would think about not owning a single car. Why would you own a single car?
Yeah, I have a lot of clients who would say, you know what, I have a Range Rover for my daily, but I have a membership with MPH Club. So when I want a fun toy to play with, I call MPH up, I borrow the car, and I have the Range Rover every day. So that's where it really makes sense. Or if you come to Miami and you visit often, that also makes sense too. Look, buying a Rolls-Royce Phantom, for example, right? It's a $650,000 car. You drive that car off the lot, you lose about 75 grand, like that. Done. That money's gone, you never get it back. So when you do that, you're technically spending all your money on one car that you're not gonna put a lot of miles on. You're not gonna drive it every single day. Now, when you buy a membership, you have access to more than just one car. You could do an F8, you could do an Aventador, you could do a Phantom, 720S, STO. There's so many cars. You'll have to spend almost $30 million to buy the inventory that we have. Doesn't make any sense. So we make it more affordable because of the concept that we have. We should have thought about this idea years ago, but it only came to our solution about 2 years ago. We started this, but we literally have the inventory to make it affordable for everyone to purchase a membership. Now, again, this is not a cheap thing. It's $75,000 to buy a membership. This is not for everybody, but if it makes sense for you and your schedule, then this is a lot more affordable than you owning literally one car. You'll have access to almost 85 cars technically in the fleet.
And it's just like, I feel like life is too short to just stay in your comfort zone and always with the same thing and being attached to things. I would rather be attached to experiences 100 times than just owning a single one and being so attached to it that, like for me, it just makes sense, this kind of business model. And I'm glad you were able to put it in the market and
Yep.
say, you know what, let's try another leap of faith, thinking that it was a leap of faith at the moment, because the reason I can just wonder why you didn't do it before. And it's because the industry is pretty standard. You just rent a car.
Yep.
And you come back and then you leave.
Correct.
But with the membership, you create community.
Correct.
It's a club. It's the MPH Club. So it's like, no, we're here to share all of the cars. Yes, you're paying a price, and obviously you're renting an exotic car. So
yeah, we take the headache away from you. So if you're just enjoying the vehicles, we do the maintenance. We do the depreciation on the cars. You don't have to worry about nothing. If the car breaks down, you call us. We'll come replace it in 2 seconds. If you ever get a flat tire, which happens here in Miami all the time, there's so much construction going on that you get a nail in the tire. No problem. Call us. We'll be there in probably 45 minutes to an hour. We'll come switch cars and provide you with a different vehicle to drive. So if you're driving an F8 Ferrari and you get a flat tire, we'll come switch you out, put you in an STO, for example. So you'll get different options, but we eliminate the headache. You don't have to worry about depreciation. You don't have to worry about maintenance. You don't have to worry about anything else except enjoying the car.
Now, talking about headaches, I love that you gave me an entryway to that subject. Headaches. Obviously, having this collection,
Yep.
The line of business that you work in, it comes with a lot of those kind of challenges, especially because, accidents happen. Some customers will not take good care of the car sometimes, etc. It's the downside sometimes of the business, and you think in solutions. Now, going to the personal side, how do you balance having MPH Club at I would like to call it a peak right now, that you guys are just going up because of the demand and the kind of work you guys have put it on. How do you manage your personal life with your business right now, and what kind of activities and strategies do you use to mitigate stress on the personal side, obviously?
So that was a little challenging, man. I didn't know how to juggle it when I first started the company. At the beginning, I just worked 24/7. I didn't balance my personal life, my work life, my health. I didn't balance none of it. I just worked 24/7 because I'm an entrepreneur. I have bills. I have to make sure that I pay them on time. I want to make sure that everything goes smooth. It's a lot to juggle, man. And I got to a point where, one day I was trying to go work out at the gym and I injured myself because I wasn't eating right, I wasn't sleeping right, I wasn't taking care of myself. That injury set me back a while because I couldn't work. I injured myself. I injured my lower back, and I was pretty much crippled for a couple of days, and I realized, all right, my health is more important than work. And I had to learn how to juggle. And when I started juggling, all right, I gotta have enough sleep, I gotta eat healthy, I gotta work out a little bit, and then go to work. So I gotta juggle both those things. Then eventually I met a really good girl. Now I gotta juggle a personal life. So I have to juggle 3 things now. And it constantly is a juggle. The goal is not to drop anything and make it a lifestyle. So when you make it a lifestyle, it doesn't feel like you're juggling or you're doing something. It's your lifestyle. So my lifestyle has been a lot focused on my health, sleep, working out, and work. And I figured out a rhythm. It took a while. It's not something that you just get overnight, but it's something that you definitely should suggest to yourself and really organize yourself. Find time for you to work out, because it's very big in being a successful world, to be honest. Finding your health, finding your good sleep, finding your time to work, finding your time to be with your partner. It's very important to juggle those things and make it a lifestyle so it doesn't feel like you're actually juggling it.
Of course. And it becomes challenging. I could see the point that you made about being difficult at the beginning, because it becomes very challenging, because at the end, first off, we live in this beautiful country that is driven by the economy. Mm-hmm. When the economy is bad here, everything is bad. I would say every single country in the world is gonna be like that. It's Correct. Just like America was built in capitalism. So it makes it more, they emphasize a little bit more in the financial situation of each individual. And you want your business to run at 100%, and you want everything to be working for you. But at the same time, when situations like this hit you, you realize that if you don't have help,
nothing matters.
None of this will matter.
Correct.
This is something Steve Jobs mentioned when he was about to die. He mentioned, if I need to give away everything with Apple, everything, I don't care, I would just give it away. Because when you don't have help, that's it.
Then what's the point?
It's the end of the world. Like
Pretty much.
Your existence is gone.
Correct.
None of this material, for example, the cars that you have, the collections, the art, none of it will matter if you're not here.
Correct.
From your side, obviously. So I think taking care of your health should be the number one priority.
Yes.
So you could actually perform and build something for you on the financial side. When I say health, I'm not only talking about working out on the physical side, but on the emotional intelligence side as well. As you mentioned, when we're humans and we have 2 main roles: survive and reproduce. And we obviously cannot reproduce if we don't have a partner. So when you find that person and you are not open to that possibility, it won't work. Like Correct. You wouldn't, because it's not part of your lifestyle. So you mentioned something very precise. It has to be accounted in your lifestyle. Mm-hmm. Working out needs to be in your lifestyle. Eating clean needs to be part of your lifestyle, your habits. Mm-hmm. Even though sometimes we cheat, we eat a little bit of bad food.
And that's okay.
Junk food.
Yeah.
But it cannot be the pattern you follow. Correct. And same with your business. When your business becomes part of your lifestyle, it doesn't feel like working.
Exactly.
It feels like it's your life. You're
Correct.
Just operating and it's part of yourself and you are happy.
Yeah, it matters a lot when you actually do find something that you enjoy doing. It's very important because you don't want to be miserable doing something every single day. You want to actually enjoy it. If you enjoy these cars and you are starting entry level in this business, you want to start washing cars, for example. I just enjoy washing these cars. To be honest, if I was retired right now, I'll probably come here and wash cars here just so I could be around the cars as a retired person. But that's just me being passionate about these automobiles. So if you find your passion, something you're happy with doing, then you should be around that industry, that area, and then keep that lifestyle.